Welcome to the Dirty Tea Podcast. My name is Donna.
And I'm Amanda, and we're excited for you to join us where you'll be served the dirtiest tea.
We are best friends from the Midwest who love other people's drama.
And we'd rather spill your tea on air than behind your back.
So feel free to submit your dirty tea for us to read on air.
Or sit back, fill your cup with whatever tickles your fancy, and get ready for the mess.
Well, hello! Welcome! Welcome to the DTP! Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hey guys! Happy Friday! We meet again to another episode of DTP, Dirty Tea Podcast. Good to see you guys. And so we hope you guys had a good week and ready for the weekend. So we are going to hop right on in and start the tea.
Getting right to it. Sip, sip. Ooh.
Sip, sip. All right. So this one actually, I know we usually kind of like go back and forth, but I have an extra one. Just because, I mean, like I couldn't really, decide. I have an extra one. So, okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So this one says, is titled, a woman sabotaged her birth control so she could get pregnant by a child-free man. Okay. So it says, I know a friend of mine who was dating a child-free man. He made it clear that he never wanted to have kids. While she was crazy and she was like total opposite. So she punctured the condoms, stopped birth control while pretending she had never stopped, and lied about her period dates. The poor guy thought her birth control and the condoms he was using would keep him safe. She got pregnant anyways, and he doesn't know. And now he's miserable. There are bitches like that out there, I swear. Like crazy.
I feel like that should be like illegal though. Like, you know what I mean? Like he shouldn't have to, I don't want to say it like, but he shouldn't have to be responsible for a child that he was tricked into, you know what I mean? Like he, not only did he not want the child, but like she, you know what I mean? Like she like snuck her way, you know, like that's just so slimy to me.
That's why he should have first he should have brought his own.
He shouldn't have fucked the bitch in the first place.
No, she was crazy.
There was no way around that. That bitch was gonna find a way. One way or another, she was gonna make that shit happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was plotting. Like, if he came into a fucking condom and threw the condom into the trash can, that bitch was gonna get the trash can, get the condom out of there, and, like, she was gonna make it happen one way or another. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are desperate.
Crazy. But you know what? He might have, like, had a good job. He might have had things going for him, and she was out to get him, which is crazy. And he knew she was crazy. So, not that it justified it, but I'm telling you,
bitches be crazy.
Cray. Bitches be cray.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of crazy bitches, I have
all
one
right.
about a crazy bitch.
Probably the same crazy bitch.
All right, probably the same one. So recently my girlfriend called me some nasty names because I didn't answer my phone when she wanted me to pay for her nails. I spoke to her a couple days later and told her that I wanted to end things. I blocked her on everything. She called me nonstop on different numbers. I wasn't home, and then she went and got a locksmith to enter my apartment. Decided to move on. And I can admit that I felt like that was a mistake considering the disrespect. So I guess when he said move on, I guess he meant like they decided to work things out and,
Okay.
you know.
Move on from the problem.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and they decided to stay together. So he's like, decided to move on. He felt like that was a mistake considering the disrespect and all the stuff that she said to him. I asked her for the new keys that the locksmith gave to her. She only gave me one of the keys, so I assumed that was the only one that she had. Fast forward a week later, she wanted to stay at my apartment a little bit longer than 3 days. I told her to go home because I needed space to myself, so she went home. Following morning, she texted me that she wanted to come over to stay at my apartment, but I wasn't home and I was far away, so I told her not to come. But she texted me that she has an extra key and that she was going to come anyway. So by the time he got home, she was there without his permission. She was just like chilling on the couch. So he's like, I feel violated, and like the fact that she keeps on like just showing up in my apartment, I just feel disrespected. It feels like it's time to end things permanently and move on. But I feel like she just might keep showing up to my apartment and creating a scene. What do you think I should do?
Change your
It's called
number.
a motherfucking restraining
Right.
order.
Change your name. Change your number.
Not hard.
Change your lock. Move away.
Yeah, you change your lock. Like, the fact that this bitch can change your locks, how is she able to change your locks? She's not on the lease. How is she able to change your locks? How?
Get a restraining order.
Right. Yeah. Make
Because
sure that
obviously
bitch will have access.
this bitch is
It's
crazy.
a problem.
She,
It's fucked.
if she has access, she probably already has like cameras in your house. So get a clean
I
sweep.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Right. Get a sweep of your house. Get a person to come in and stage your house. Get whatever means necessary to get all that bad omen out. And
Why do people get so crazy like that?
Right. Just
what is it? Like, it can't be. Sex is not that good. It's like, come on now.
There's
like,
no dick that good. It's
no
gotta be
dick, no pussy that's that good in the world to make a person act that way. There's just nothing. Like, what makes people act like that? I really don't understand. I don't get it.
I think she's just crazy, period.
It has to be. Like, the light bulb ain't screwed in all the way up there, there's a shortage. It's not clicking. It's not clicking.
Couple tools missing from the shed. It's just something.
Girl, something, something.
But for real though,
Something right.
Get a restraining order, sage your house, sage your apartment, tell your landlord that, or the management apartment, that she's no longer allowed on the property. Do whatever you need to do to get her, like, make it known
Yeah.
that she's no longer like allowed on there. Make it known to her that you guys are no longer together. And yeah, that's not cool.
You gotta make a clean break from that bitch, because I mean, if you keep on, oh well, we'll just work it out. Like,
don't send her mixed signals.
No.
Don't even give her any chance of hope.
No.
Because maybe that's what you're doing. I mean, like, I'm not saying blaming you, but don't give her any chance of hope. Because if you keep saying, maybe we just need a break, maybe let's, then that's hope. You know what I mean? Bitches be cray cray.
Bitches be cray cray.
That's the motto. Bitches be cray cray. Okay, so this one says, about a year into our relationship, he told me that he was about to get a full custody of his son. I didn't know he had a son.
Oh, okay. So a year in, and you didn't even know that he had a son. Wow. Not only did you not know that he had a son, but now you're finding out that he's about to get full custody of that motherfucker. So it's like, oh, surprise! Now you're stepmom. Like, you're a year vested into this shit now. Like, if you back out, you're gonna look like an asshole.
So, surprise! What do you do? Like,
I would break up with him. Like, fuck you and your kids. Like, why did you keep that a secret?
You'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, why would you keep that a secret, Because if you kept your kid a secret, like, one, that's suspicious as fuck.
How
Because,
how
like,
do you
why
not
aren't you
ever
claiming your
know? Like
child?
every other weekend or whatever. How do you not ever know? Like
Exactly. Yeah. No. That's not something where you didn't know. That's something that you were hiding. No.
so like how were you ever spending time with him?
He wasn't. Hashtag deadbeat on top of that. So not only were you, a deadbeat, that was ignoring the existence of your child. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was involved in the life of the child, and he was
Wait,
just keeping it a secret from the
no,
the side piece.
glass
The
half
side piece.
full. Wait, hold on. We gotta look at it like this. What if something happened to the mother of the child and he didn't have full custody because the mother kept the child away from him? Hold on, we can't laugh about this for real.
But what if he still did know that the child existed? Why didn't you fight for custody of the child
What
then?
if she didn't tell him that she never had? What if she didn't tell him that? What if she kept the child from him because she never told him he was a father? Listen, because some bitches be doing this. She never told him that he was a father. She kept the child away from him, and then all of a sudden something happened to the mother, and then it was finally revealed that he was a father. He just found out that he was a father of the child, and then she passed away or something in a vehicle accident or something, and then things like this happen for real. Things like this happen, and then it came through life that he's a father.
I mean, what if, right? I mean,
Then
it'd
what
just
would
be
you
a
do?
crazy.
Would you
I
still leave
mean,
him?
me
Hmm.
personally,
Yeah. If that was a scenario,
no. It would depend on how much I like the guy. Like,
and he had and he had bum dick.
it's not even about the dick. Like, it's not even about that. It depends on, like, say you were like on the like, like, hey, I'm on the fence. I don't know if this is really working out, and then boom, this shit happens. It's like,
You're
okay,
like,
now I
boop,
have a
gone.
reason to, like, yeah, like, I have a valid reason to get the fuck out of this relationship. But, like, if you have a genuinely, good relationship, and you're like, oh, I could see myself marrying this guy, and then boom, bombshell dropped like this, then you really have to reevaluate, especially if you don't have any kids yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and neither of you had any kids prior to this, and it's like a whole, like, it's brand new on both sides of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I don't know. I hope I never find myself in that situation, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because I don't think it'll end well for me. So yeah, let's just hope not.
Okay.
How about you? What are you doing?
If it was in that situation, I don't know. I would feel sorry for him, but I think I would stick around through with him through that situation. I mean, through that situation, but I don't think I'd be there for it because I think that I would give him time to reconnect with his child, and I don't want to be that third wheel.
Yeah, sometimes they need that
Right,
time.
right,
Yeah, maybe he doesn't even want anybody else around. Maybe he wants that time one on one, and I mean,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't, I
about
don't
that.
want, I don't want to be that third wheel to interfere with that
Right.
bonding time.
Mhm.
I want that time for them to reconnect as father and son without me being there. And
Mhm.
if anything happens where we circle back and reconnect, then that will be fate. But
Mhm.
in the meantime, I want to step back and I want them to
Yeah.
bond. I want them to build that father son relationship.
Right.
That would
Yeah.
be the only fair thing to do.
That is so mature. I love that.
Yeah, but for real though, that would be the only fair thing to do.
I
I want.
agree. I think that's fair. That
Yeah,
is fair.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Hopefully the kid, doesn't turn out to be like one of those, like, beyond scared straight kids, and
Mm.
is like, I like to piss on my daddy's pillows because my mom died when I was 14 in a car accident, and I hate everybody.
Then I'd
So
be like,
now I feel.
I ain't coming back.
Mm. You're like, yeah, I'm beyond scared straight,
Right.
and I'm good.
Then I'd be like, I'm beyond gone.
That demon child.
No, what is that demon name again from that last episode?
God, I don't even remember. So dumb.
Dude, I'm still laughing about that shit. Like, every now and then I would just be like sitting by myself, and I would actually go back to that clip, and I'd be laughing about that shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The internet.
All right.
It's a great place. Okay. So this one says, I went on a date with a guy who told me that he didn't have money. So he asked me to borrow $10 to buy something to drink at a store. He came back with a scratch card, got $60, and then he took me home because I didn't want to go to the strip club with his winnings. And that's it. It was one of the worst dates of her life. So imagine that.
Shut
You
up.
gave him $10 because he was so fucking broke that he couldn't even afford to get something apparently to drink, which I don't know what drink costs $10 in the fucking gas station.
But
you
instead,
know
he
what
bought
I
a
mean?
scratch off ticket and won $60.
Instead, he bought a scratch off. Didn't even offer to give her back her $10 that she gave him. He was like, "All right, well, you either come to the strip club with me, or I'm dropping you back off." What a keeper.
Home she went.
Oh man, what a
Wait.
an accurate representation of what it's like to date in 2024.
And think about it. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make shit like that up. No, I 100% believe that happened. 100% believe it.
And people actually have the balls to say,
Yeah.
"Hey, you either go to the titty bar with me, or I'll take your ass home." Like,
you want to come to the strip club? Because I got $60 burned a hole in my pocket. And no, you're not getting this $10 back.
Right. I mean, I'm itching to go, and if you ain't going, I'll drop your ass off at home. No shame.
Right. Right. That's $10 for gas. So, I mean, you're welcome.
He's like, I got the dollar bills.
do they give out
He's like, I'm making it rain on them bitches tonight with them $60.
Do they give out free drinks at the strip club? I mean, I'm sure they give out free water, right?
It depends on the strip. It depends on the strip. If it's a high end,
he ain't getting
club.
to no high end strip club with $60 in his pocket. He is not going. He's going to the local strip club, the strip joint down the street that's got your cousin, the main event.
He sees his cousin and he's like, "What's up, Maggie?"
Right. I got $60 for you.
Tell Auntie.
You gonna do that trick for me?
He's like, tell Auntie I'll see you guys on Sunday for Sunday dinner. That's fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's like, I gotta keep the money in the family,
Right, just doing his part for the economy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure in the dating pool out there, damn, I'm telling you.
That's what we've got to choose from. I actually have a date with that guy next weekend, so
hey,
forward to it.
I hope that scratch off. I mean, give him the $10, you might get double the money this time. You might get $120.
Oh, wait to see what my $10 is gonna get me.
Right.
So I might actually go out on a lift and give him $20 just to see what happens.
But the main question is, are you gonna go to the titty bar with him, or are you gonna? Ooh, okay.
We're going. Oh yeah, I want to meet his cousin, his aunt. I just want to meet the whole family. I know they're all gonna be there. So
Maggie's gonna be on the pole, and then Auntie's gonna do the private show. Auntie's doing the private shows because Auntie's got the good.
Yeah. Yep. And I heard that his uncle runs the concessions
The hot
at the
dog,
strip club.
the hot dog roller.
Yep. So you know me. I love me a good hot dog now.
At
Ketchup, mustard, and some onions.
right. They do hot dog at the strip bars. Okay. The strip club. The hot dog they be selling in the strip clubs.
Girl, them hot dogs be coming in clutch, you know? They're all sweaty and in the mood and shit.
The buns are all moist and shit.
Right. The air's all thick and the best thing is just having that hot dog slide on down, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So this one says, today my girlfriend told me that every time we argue, she wants to stab me.
Oh. Maybe you should break up with her. I don't know if you should really feel safe.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. Oh no, I couldn't imagine. Like,
bitch, I'd be afraid to fall asleep at night. Like I sleep with one eye open. I'd be like,
told me like I feel like I want to stab you at any point in time. I'd be like, I don't need to be around you, like, cause bitch, I'ma believe you that you want to stab me. Like, right. What the fuck do you mean?
You'd be mad. You'd be like, ooh, like every time we argue, I swear to God, I want to fucking stab you. I'd be like, what the fuck is your problem?
That's just very specific for you to say. Like, I want to stab you. Like, what the fuck?
Like, not even like slap you. Not even like stab. That's very specific.
And knowing the statistics on women and stabbing, it is very likely that she will stab you, sir, and she will kill you.
Your eyes just got really big when you said that.
I'm just saying, that bitch is serious. She does want to stab him. She ain't joking. Like, the statistics are high. A woman is more likely to stab a man than she is to shoot a man. That bitch, it's her full intent, you know.
She got playing. Yeah, she has a knife under her pillow. So
men like that shit. They like that, like that toxic, crazy shit. They want a bitch to stab them, you know, just so they can be like, yeah, my girlfriend, she's so crazy. She tried to fucking like cut my fucking neck the other day, but I had to put that bitch down.
She didn't do it all the way though. It was just a little prick, but you know, I'm into that shit, man. She'll you know, she'll hit her bitch for you though.
Step up and, you know, show her who's the man in this relationship. And that bitch stabbed you. What do you mean show her who the man is in the relationship?
She did. She just pricked me. She just drew a little bit of blood, but you know,
me a little bit. You know, she didn't stab me. She just cut me a little.
She didn't go all the way. It was just a little prick, but you know, I'm manly. I could take it.
Right.
I'm manly.
Like, it was basically like a paper cut across my neck. Like, I just had to get like 3 stitches. It was no big deal.
It was nothing. It was nothing, man. I'm a man. I'm tough. I could take it, man. I could take it.
I'm the man of this house.
And sure, I show who's boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. He goes and cries in the shower. He cowers in the shower in the corner and just cries. Listens to some fucking like Michael Bolton or some shit in the corner and just fucking cries. He comes out. He's like, I'm the boss now.
She like walks by the bathroom. She's like, back out that goddamn bathroom. He's like,
don't be wasting all that hot water.
Oh my god, we play too much.
I know. That's just not funny though. But it is.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like some like are they're kind of aligning with each other because this next one kind of goes along with what we were just talking about in a way, a little bit. So this person wrote in that I've been married for almost a year. and we've lived together for almost 4 years. My husband refuses to have a joint account. We both work and contribute financially, but I work retail and live paycheck to paycheck on a shoestring budget. He makes double to triple what I make each month. I have a college degree, but I make more money working retail than in my degree. We have had same heated conversation over money multiple times and no resolution comes of it, but I feel like I have a roommate and not a husband. And she feels like her husband is being selfish and immature because of the fact that he refuses to have a joint account. So I guess it's not really like at all similar to what you just said, but aside from the fact that it's a man and a woman, but
Okay, so he refused to have a joint account, but she
yeah,
wants a joint account.
she wants to have a joint account, um, but he doesn't.
And she makes more money than him, or he does.
He makes triple what she makes each month.
So that's why
So
she
she's
wants it.
saying that she lives paycheck to paycheck on a shoestring budget.
Hmm.
He makes triple what she makes on a month to month basis. So I don't understand how she lives on a month to month budget, but he is not on a month to month budget. I don't understand that piece
So
of it.
they must like they must, but they're
They
married.
live together. They live together.
Yeah.
They're married. She says that like 'cause she said that they've lived together for almost 4 years. They don't have a like they both work and contribute financially, but I'm confused like how
So
like
is
and
it?
maybe it's kind of like similar like where it's like it's a 50-50 where like like she is contributing like literally all that she has, but like for
Mm,
him, it's just not as big of a deal because he makes so much more money than she
so
does.
so is it her shoestring budget? Is it because of her fun fund that is the shoestring budget? You know what I mean? So after they both contribute, their leftover funds is what her shoestring budget is. That's what she means. It's leftover.
I think that I mean, it sounds like she wants access to his money because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, after all the bills are paid, she
Yeah.
doesn't have any money left
Right.
over. And, she's like, well, he has all this money, why
Mm-hmm.
can't I want to have access
Yeah.
to your money. Why can't I have it? And he's
Right.
not going for it. So somebody did call her out for that actually.
Oh,
Somebody
really?
they put counterpoint, it's not your fucking money.
Right.
And then she
Yeah.
responded, then he's not my fucking husband. So
Okay.
that's where I was like, I thought it was
Okay.
kind of interesting because
Yeah.
like, okay, so because I feel like a lot of women have
That's
like
the vibe I
especially
was
like
getting too.
yeah, a lot of women have that kind of mentality of like, like they only marry the man
Mm-hmm.
because he's a provider, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he's not providing for them anymore,
Yeah.
then he's not my husband anymore.
Right. Right.
So, but you're in this relationship with this man where you're obviously like contributing financially,
Mm-hmm.
to some extent, like I'm assuming it's like 50-50 or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't get upset with him for not wanting to support you financially when that was never it seems like that was never the agreement, you
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean? Like it seems like you always were contributing
Right.
financially, but you want his money because
Mm-hmm.
you're not making
Right.
like I don't know, that's what it seems like to me.
Right. So
Makes me
I'll
mad.
so I'll tell you like an example of me and my fiance, right? So
Mhm.
in our situation, like what I expect out of me and my fiance is like I don't expect him to take care of me because I'm an independent woman, right? So like I take care of myself. I don't ask, how do I put this? Like I'm not like, oh, I need money for my nails. I need money for my hair. I need money for this. Like I'm not that type of girl. I'm very low maintenance. I may look like I'm that type of girl, but I really not. Like I don't get my nails done. I'm not that type of girl. When I need stuff done, I do it myself.
Mhm.
I buy my own stuff. I do it. If he wants to give it to me, it's hard for me to accept that kind of stuff because I'm very independent. Um, when he does give me stuff like that, it's hard for me to accept it because I've always been very independent. So it takes a lot for him to like push it onto me. But when he does, I'm very grateful for it. So I don't understand when a lot of girls expect it from their husband.
Right.
I don't
Like it's
understand
like
it.
something that they feel like is an automatic, like they just deserve it, you
Right,
know?
right. And when they're like, "Oh, is my husband," I have an automatic access to it. No, you don't. You don't.
Right.
So when me and my fiance, when we do get married, when he becomes my husband, no, I don't have automatic access to his money. That's not. I didn't marry him for his money. I married him as a partnership for the partnership of future goals of growing goals of like life goals together, building life goals together, not for his money, not to go after him for his things, you know what I mean. It's like building things together.
Yeah.
People aren't looking at it like that. If you're going after him for his money and automatic access to his things, then you're going in for the wrong reasons. That bitch is going after him for the wrong reasons.
I agree. I mean, it's like she wants to be the victim in this situation, but it's like, you can't be upset with him because it's like the husband sees straight through your shit
Right.
is basically what it is. And he
Right.
knows
And I'm glad
that,
he's protecting his
like,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's smart for that, because obviously, like, if you had access to his money, like, he knows that she would probably like just bleed him dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's protecting what he's worked hard for, and I don't blame him.
Right.
Because if the tables were turned and she was the one who was the breadwinner, and he was the one who was trying to convince her to like, do this, like, oh, let's open up a joint account, then people would be so quick to be like, oh, look at this guy, he's trying to mooch off of his wife, like he's a bum, like, you know what I mean? So what's the difference there,
Right.
So
Yep. He's doing the right thing. And if he wants to give her money for whatever, then it's his right. But it's not her right to have automatic access to his money. And I'm glad that he's protecting it. If they want to have a joint account for fun, then that's what they should do. But until then, she don't have any right to any of his money at all. Even if they're married, fuck that. Amanda has given me the best advice I've ever taken is always have your own separate account. Even if you're single, even if you're engaged, even if you're married, always have your own account. Period.
Boom.
Period. Boom.
Always have your own money.
Yep. So, okay. So this one, speaking of money, this one says, my former significant other, this one says, after sex, she once asked me, quote, baby, how much money do we get once your parent dies?
Oh, that's awkward. What the fuck? And after having sex too, like.
It says, after sex, she once asked me, quote, baby, how much money do we get once your parents die?
And did they give anything else after that?
Nope. That's why the keyword is former significant other. That's how he found out that she was a gold digger.
Yeah, that's so like, and I'm glad that he broke up with her because like just think of like what that bitch like would have been plotting, like
how
to kill his
disgusting,
fucking
right?
parents or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
That's so scary. And people are so fucking evil. You know what I mean? Like they'll do anything for money.
Right.
People will do anything just to like have fucking status, to have material, to have money. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yep. And how bold. Like, that, first of all, that's disgusting. Second of all, how bold of her to ask something like that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, hopefully she's in there.
Like kicked her right. I would have kicked her right under the chin off my fucking bed, and then hell yeah, I would have. To ask like that of my parents? Of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
After I put my peen in her vagina. Tell me, what would you have done?
Bitches be despicable.
Right.
I
Would you have
probably
just
wouldn't have kicked her.
would you have just been like, can you please leave my house? No, bitch. I would have kicked her right under her chin, so all her fucking teeth on the bottom moved up to her front, and then all her front moved up under her nose, and then I would have fucking had her walk her ass out my door. No, or crawled her ass out my door after talking that shit about my parents. No, her ass can fucking crawl out my door. I don't fucking care. Talk that shit about my parents. Say it one more time and see what happened. Then her asshole would have fucking ended up in her fucking neck. That's what would have fucking happened. Talk that shit about my
Her
parents again.
asshole would have ended up in her neck.
Yep, because I would have kicked her ass so fucking hard, her asshole would have fucking ended up in her fucking neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have been a pretty hard kick.
Because you don't say that shit about my parents. Say that shit about my parents again. See what happens. Boom.
Well, note to self. Okay. So this one says, okay, don't come for me. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
It says, my homegirl was dating this guy in a wheelchair, but I stopped being friends with her because she was letting him beat her. Like, why the fuck would you stand or sit somewhere and let him beat you up? You can run, you could push him out of his chair, anything, but you sit there and get beat. I'm still mad thinking about it. I mean, I have the same question. Like, how do you? Maybe I shouldn't ask these questions. I don't know. I just feel like I, I mean, sometimes if you don't have anything nice to say, it's better just to not say anything at all, right? So with that,
Wait. What did the friend say again? You can what can you do to him?
you can run, you can push him out of the chair, anything, but you sit there and get beat. She just let him hit her. Like, it's not like he can get up and chase you, which makes sense.
It does make
You
sense.
know, he's in a wheelchair. So if a person in a wheelchair slaps you in the face and you just stand there and cry, are you the dumb one, or are they? Are you the one that's
Okay, hold on. Let's
like, because bitch, if
hold on. Let's think about this.
so, he thinks that he thinks that you're cheating on him, right?
Okay.
Because some guy walks by and he's checking you out and you're not paying any attention, but he's insecure. So he's like, "You dumb bitch, what? You're cheating on me with that guy?" And then slaps her.
Okay.
And then she just
Okay. At this
stands
point,
there.
at this point, all bets are off. Wheelchair or not, at this point, all bets are off. So I got one question. Okay, hold on. I got one question.
What? Gonna push him out the
No,
chair,
no,
leave him down
listen.
there, push him down a hill?
No. Hold on. Is okay. All right. So my next one says this one titled "Mom Planned to Sabotage My Job." So I overheard my mom. I overheard her plans to sabotage my vehicle and set me up to get fired from my job, so I would be forced to stay under her roof longer and pay her bills to do all her chores.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
And then at the end says, "Fuck you, mom."
That is so evil.
Right?
That sounds like some like Disney movie like Cinderella spin-off type shit. Like they're gonna turn that shit into a fucking musical.
Musical.
Like
They're just the mom is just singing, like cutting the cords and slashing the tires, and
I'm gonna get this bitch.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
make him
clean my
stay.
shit. Oh, I'm gonna get this bitch.
He's gonna stay with me forever. I'm gonna slash her tire. I'm gonna get him fired.
That is evil as fuck
Right?
though. Like why would you want like if anything, most parents it seems like they're like they can't wait to get their kids out
Mm-hmm.
of the house and, have that privacy back and, have your freedom back. But why would you want to limit that? Why would you want to take that opportunity from your child? You know what I mean? But that's like the type of shit that I feel like the mom is probably like on some jealous shit
Mm-hmm.
and because she didn't get that type of opportunity when she was, young and because she ain't shit, she probably doesn't want her kid to be shit. You know
But
what I mean?
but
So that's why she's trying to cock block her.
or a cock blocker.
That's what
or
it is.
or it
Like
could be where they have like what's it called, attachment disattachment issues or something, where they
mom does, it sounds like,
right, or
yeah.
they don't want their child to, or they could be like they don't, their husband's passed and they don't want their child to get out of the house because they'll be left alone, and they don't want, you know like their child to get out of the house, and so they want their child to be home forever, and
But
in order
it's
to do
fucked up
that.
to subject the kid to that.
But it's not
I
about.
mean,
But it's
because
not about the kid. It's about them. They don't care. It's about them. They want what they want. And, which is selfish. It's just like that mom that munchism by proxy. That the daughter just got out of prison. Gypsy Rose. Do you know
mhm,
what I mean? And she
yeah,
kept making her daughter ill. Her, all this stuff. And then what happened? She ended up finding a boyfriend online, and then she made the boyfriend kill her mom. Things like that. It happens. I'm telling you.
yeah. But I mean, in situations like that, like how do you get out except for advocating for yourself? Like
Yeah.
the only person that can get you out of that situation is the kid. Like she
Hmm.
has to be able to like speak up for herself and like she has to be able to like understand that yes, it's going to be difficult and yes, it's going to suck
Hmm.
a little bit, but like you're going to have to make the choice to leave your
Yeah.
mom because your mom is not going to like allow you to just go,
Yeah.
like you're just going to have to fucking go. And like eventually she'll get the fuck over it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like but she's never going to be able to experience life, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm. Yeah. So.
Sucks to be her. I
Mhm.
mean, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, um this one here says, my last one says, if your best friend was still legally married and had a boyfriend, but was cheating on said boyfriend with multiple men, what would you do? So there's more to it. So
What?
my so-called friend is making TikToks about me because I guess like she has a guy friend, let's call him Jason, right?
Okay.
Because Jason, this friend that she knew like for way longer, Jason was texting her about, or was texting her, so the person who was writing in, and he sounded like he was flirting with the friend, the best friend.
Mhm.
So best friend's name is best friend. So Jason was flirting with the best friend, and then the poster told him that best friend had a boyfriend, and Jason didn't know, but he was planning on going to hang out with best friend to like smash. Like they were, planning to hook up.
Okay.
So best friend told the poster that normally what she does is she'll flirt with men to get stuff like vapes and alcohol, and like money and stuff. And she said that she's even personally seen a guy pick her up, like, by her butt after she bought her a vape. So I don't know. I think that these girls are young because this
Okay.
sounds childish as fuck to
Yeah.
me. So she's like, she doesn't even know these people personally, but now she's mad at me. Best friend is now mad at the original poster because Jason texted the boyfriend and like showed him proof, like I guess sent like screenshots of his conversation with best friend, like showing like them planning to like hook up and
Yeah.
everything. So he texted the boyfriend and showed him proof that like she was like planning on cheating on him. And now the poster's like, I don't understand how she can be mad when she made this situation and dug her own hole. But now, she also like used like, which again, I don't know how old these people are because now she's saying she also used me and my husband for as long as we were friends. So apparently they're old enough to be married. But what the thing is that the girl then best friend went on like TikTok and made a bunch of TikToks basically saying like when you realize that one of your girlfriends doesn't want to be friends with you at all, she wants to be you. And then she like made another one that was like bring out the people who you thought were your friends. Like so she's like making a bunch of TikToks that are like trying to expose her as
Yeah.
like, oh, I thought you were my best friend, but it turns out you were really like a snake. When in reality, she's the one who's been going around doing scandalous shit.
Yeah.
And then she got caught for doing scandalous shit. And then now she's blaming the best friend because she got
She's
caught
salty.
doing
Yeah.
scandalous shit, So
So
it's a whole lot.
she got called out. I mean, she got caught, and now she's making all these like ominous TikToks saying,
Right. Which I mean, it technically is the friend's fault because if she didn't say anything to the Jason guy,
yeah,
the Jason guy wouldn't have known that the best friend had a boyfriend. So then he wouldn't have. I guess Jason must know the boyfriend for him to send
yeah,
the proof over to him.
yeah,
But like, so I mean, to an extent, it's like okay, like if you really truly just like didn't care, like why would you even tell Jason in the
right.
first place? You know what I mean?
Like
Like.
if you and plus, I don't know. I'm not taking. I don't know. I'm conflicted with taking sides now, but like, what prompted you to out your friend?
Right. Like if that's supposed to be your best
Right.
friend, number one, why would you like just because you've known this other guy longer, like why would you tell him? Like
Yeah. Right.
especially if you knew that they were talking and they were flirting with each other, is it because you were jealous?
Right.
But if you're married, if you have a husband, like what difference does it make?
What's to
Because like
you? You're supposed to be a ride or
yeah,
die.
exactly. So the fact that you know that the girl is married and you know that she has a boyfriend and you know that she's just out here being a hoe, let her be a hoe. If she wants
Right.
to go out and be a fucking hoe,
Right.
then that's on her if she wants to
Right.
do that. But like, why are you like trying to like expose her?
Right.
If you know that she's
So
trying to
let's
get with
just
this guy.
let's just use for example. Say for example, I'm married and you're my best friend and you have a boyfriend, but then you're messing around with another guy. And so then I go and tell your boyfriend that you're messing around with another guy, and then your boyfriend goes and message the other guy saying, how come you're messing around with each other, right?
Right.
Why is it
But kind of the opposite way.
why is
So
it my
like,
problem?
right. Well, I mean,
You're supposed to be my ride or die.
exactly. Like, so I feel like she kind of does have, like, the best friend does have a right to be upset with her best
Yeah, of
friend
course.
because she shouldn't have told the
Yeah.
Jason dude. She shouldn't
Yeah.
have said anything to him.
Yep. I agree.
Regardless of them being friends and however long they've been friends, it doesn't matter. Like she should have kept her fucking mouth shut. Now going as far as like making the TikToks and being like, you just want to be me, like that's doing the fucking most. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's something where it's like now
It's
you took it
immature.
to another,
Yeah.
another like level. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
But it just sounds like all these people are very like immature just all together. You know what I mean? Like I thought they were like teenagers when she was like, he picked her up by her butt. But like then you say your husband, and you're like, okay, you're married. So I'm like, okay, I'm fucking confused as fuck,
Yeah. How come they
I don't
can't?
know.
How come the two best friends just didn't talk to each other and be like, bitch, like, why the fuck couldn't you just come talk to me about it?
Right.
You know, like, why make these fucking TikToks? Like, why does it have to be public? And you were supposed to be my ride or die. How come you went and told my boyfriend all this stuff? Like, why just focus on your fucking marriage? You know?
Right.
Like, you're
Why did
supposed
you
to be
get
my friend.
involved in the
Right.
first place?
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
would have done. If I were you, like, if I was the best friend, I would have went to her and be like, why did you're supposed to be my friend. Like, I'm the single one. Why?
Mhm.
And I could do it because I'm single, whether I have a boyfriend or not. Okay, yeah, I was wrong for doing it because I have a boyfriend. But you're supposed to be my best friend. Why are you
Mhm.
going behind my back and telling my boyfriend that I'm messing
Right.
around with another guy? Which I'm not saying it's right, but you're
Mhm.
supposed to be my best friend. Like,
Mhm.
what's going on here? You know?
Right. You shouldn't have told nobody else.
Right.
Period. Like
Right.
it's not anybody else's business. Like, and especially considering the fact that she knew that the best friend and the Jason guy were like about to hook up.
Yeah.
It's like, if anything, that should have been a situation where you should have known, back off, don't say anything,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But like, I think what it was is that she was trying to protect the Jason guy more than she was trying to protect the best friend. Because
Why? Like, are you trying to get with Jason? Like,
exactly,
like,
like, right. Like, so is it that you wanted to, like, like the Jason guy to like look at you in a different light? Like,
mm-hmm,
oh, like, why don't you want them to hook up
mm-hmm,
so bad,
right,
So maybe it was a jealousy type
right.
thing.
And where the fuck is your husband through all this?
Exactly. You just in these fucking business sex, like these people's sex lives and
Right,
shit, girl. Like,
right. Where's your husband
no.
with all this? Like, where's he? Is your, like, yeah,
He's fucking her too. He's fucking the best friend too, I bet.
right. He's probably doing the best friend, and that's probably why you're doing this, to get at your best friend,
Right.
because you're mad at your best friend. So everybody's just fucking everybody.
Girl. It's a freaking
All right. So here's
disaster.
my here's my extra one. This one says, my mom tried to sleep with my husband. Says my mom texted my husband behind my back and tried to fuck him.
Ooh.
And then my husband told me about it.
Yikes.
Dude, mom is a scandalous hoe.
Yo, but you know what? The husband is a real one because he told her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what if the mom was a MILF?
Hell
Would
no,
he
the
have done
husband.
it?
Hell yeah.
He wouldn't have told her. He would
Hell
have did
yeah.
it. Yeah.
The husband would have done it, and she would have had a baby sister, and she would have never known that it was her baby
Sister
sister slash, I don't even know.
slash stepdaughter. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, she would have never known. Yeah, if the mom was a MILF, but the mom is probably like some old Karen or something, and the husband's like, fuck no, because her titties probably sag sideways, one longer than the other, the nipple was probably elongated, and the husband looked at her and be like, fuck no.
Well, she obviously thought that she had it going on enough for her to have the confidence to shoot her shot like that, because she was like, not only am I going to, try to get with my daughter's husband, my son-in-law, I'm going to do it through a fucking text message where it can be easily traced back to me and screenshot, and, like, bitch shouldn't even think to do it through a phone call or something
You know,
like that, where it's like you can deny that, but a text
I text,
message, like,
she was in the pantry. She was like, hey, Joe,
yeah.
guess what I want to do with you?
Like,
By Karen.
no, she was doing it like a voice to text, like, okay, I just wanted to, oh wait, is this thing on?
She's like, Siri, text Joe. You know, tell Joe this.
Man. And then I feel so bad for the girl, because what do? You can't trust your mom then.
Right.
Like, What do you do
Mm-mm.
when your mom
Mm-mm.
texts your fucking husband
At dinner, I'd be
trying to
like
get with
this.
your husband?
At dinner, I'd be like,
And then I wonder if the mom and the dad are still together.
mm.
Like then the daughter's gonna have to have an awkward conversation with her dad
I'd
about
quick
how
call dad,
mom
and be
is
like,
being a
Dad.
hoe.
I'd be like, you better keep mom in check. Like,
Yeah. Dad, I just had an interesting conversation with my husband about how mom said you should see the text
no, I'd
message
be like,
that
Dad.
mom
I'd be
sent
like,
to
Dad,
him.
mom did it again.
You know what she said? She said she wants to stick it in the back of her throat and hit that little dangly thing. What did Cardi B say? She said, I want to touch that little dangly thing
He
that's
said,
swinging in the back of
but in
my
my throat.
throat. And I was just baffled, Dad. I didn't know that she knew that kind of coarse language.
She's like, Dad, mom talking about macaroni in the pot again. And you know how I went last time.
Dad's like, it's that damn dementia again. No, good goddamn well she ain't got no fucking dementia. She's horny. She wants some dick.
She's just horny. Damn it, we just did it last month. Gotta give it to her again.
Dad ain't laying down that pipe like he needs to, you know? Oh my god. Okay.
That's
I think it's about high time for the discussion post. Discussion topic. Discussion topic.
I can hear it echoing.
Topic.
Topic.
It's an interesting one. Let's buckle down. I mean, it's interesting in the way that like you
Last
start to
week,
kind of
I don't know if you can
was
talk
interesting.
last week. Last
No,
week
it's
was
definitely not as
amazing. Like,
interesting as
it was
last
really
week.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still it's okay. It's gonna be what we make it, you know.
Okay.
So we'll see. So my husband's daughter is causing problems in the relationship.
Okay.
So, my husband and I have been married for 1 year and have been together for 2. He was married before, and he and his ex-wife have a daughter. They divorced because the ex-wife was verbally and physically abusive to my husband, not the daughter, just the husband.
Okay.
Then I met him and everything was fine. She does not speak to me and made it clear that I would not be a part of the daughter's life. I'm simply cordial with both her and their daughter, and if the child needs something, I will gladly help her, but otherwise I don't get into any situation. This morning, the ex-wife came to yell at my husband because, according to her, the daughter told her that my husband hit her and yelled at her. On Friday, their daughter was at our house and then she knocked over a vase. I quickly went to see and yelled, "What happened?" And then I told I told her to get away from the remains of the vase. Well, their daughter said that my husband was the one who yelled at her and that he even hit her just because she dropped the vase, which is not true. We sat down to talk to the daughter about it, and she confessed and excused herself, saying that she did it because all she wants is for her mother and her father to be together and have a united family. My husband was quite affected by this and even cried. I asked him what he wanted to do about the situation, and he says that he doesn't know what to do and that he's quite confused by his daughter's statement. But he also doesn't want to return to his ex wife because he managed to get rid of her and her abuse. Their daughter is already going to therapy, and they live close enough so that it's not complicated for the child, but they also try to be cordial with each other. How do we deal with the situation that it's beneficial for everyone, especially for the daughter involved? Um, and then I also got context that I guess the daughter is like around like between like 6 to 7 years old, so she's very young.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the situation.
All right. So first, I think that I'm glad that she's in therapy. I think that helps a lot because you need a neutral party in between to not take sides and look at both sides and listen with an open mind. First, I think they need to tackle the lying.
Yeah.
That plays a huge part because it's also about taking sides. in listening.
Mm-hmm.
So the lying needs to be addressed, and then being that there was abuse involved, that needs to be handled. And then also needs to be handled is that the daughter needs to understand that the her parents are never getting back together,
Right.
and she needs to come to peace with that. And she needs to hear it from both parents, like verbally,
Mm-hmm.
um, together. So then both parents needs to attend the therapy sessions with her, and she needs to hear it from both parents at the same therapy session, um, in a calm environment, that um, they're not getting back together, and that they're happy, that it's a happy decision, but they will love her the same, and they will care for each other, but they're not in love with each other, but they will love her the same. If she needs to hear that, um, and she needs to come to peace with that. And for
Yeah.
her, and that I think that's the only way for her to, for the child to be happy and to grow from that. And then from there, that the mom needs to let the child accept the new stepmom into her life, because she's going to be a part of her life.
Yeah.
Not to
I
make
mean, it's
decisions or anything like that, but just to
yeah.
accept her into her life.
Right.
You know,
And I mean, it's still so new.
yeah.
She said that they've only been together for like 2 years. They've
Hmm.
only been married for one, but they've been
Hmm.
together for 2 years.
Yep. But not to make
So it's new.
decisions, not to do anything, but just to accept her into her life, that they're going to be together. Um, not to make a huge impact, but just to her presence, that she's going to be present in her life, and that she's going to be around, just to accept that, and then
Yeah.
let's grow from there. But that's the only way for her daughter to have a healthy lifestyle. That's what my
Yeah.
opinion is.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that like whatever the situation is, yes, the therapy is 100% needed.
Hmm.
Um, I think that like it's definitely a problem that like if the girl is only like 6 or 7 years old and she's already like doing stuff like this, like
Hmm.
lying about stuff like that, like that's very concerning.
Yeah.
Um, and two, I think that like the fact that it's only been like a year or so into their like relationship, and like I don't know, I just feel like the fact that she's like almost like the daughter is the reason that like she's the problem, the
Yeah.
daughter's the problem, like it's a child. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she's 6 or 7. Like it's a child. Like
Yeah.
she can't be the problem. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it sounds like there's definitely stuff that's like you said, like going on between the parents,
Yeah.
and there's unresolved issues between the parents, and who knows what happens behind closed doors, because when people go through
Yeah.
divorces, and especially when there's kids involved, like people get bitter,
Yeah.
and there's all types of stuff that like goes into it. So who knows like what the dynamics of that
Right.
are, but like I just think that it's just like it's still so new for her to like it's just a new situation. Like I don't know. I just feel like it's just the beginning of something messy as hell.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
it's just gonna be a disaster, and
Yeah.
I would hate to be the stepmom in that
Hmm.
situation, because that little girl is just gonna grow up to hate her,
Hmm.
because she already feels like she wants her mom and her dad to get back
Hmm.
together, and dad already has a new wife.
Hmm.
So like
I think she
it's
has it.
not gonna end well.
Yeah, I think she has it in her mind that the stepmom is the reason why the mom and dad broke up.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So she needs to hear that the stepmom is not the reason why. She also needs to hear that the mom and dad is never getting back together, and that they still care for each other, but they're never getting back together.
Mhm.
She needs to understand that part.
Yeah.
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 But
We should become therapists.
we should. But I think we're too ratchet for that.
Yeah, I think we'd probably get
We
people
we would set
like,
people up to fail. I think we would get people like I think
in more trouble
we're
than
like
when they came in.
right. We would have people up in jail.
Yeah. Probably stuff. way worse off listening to us.
They
Slash all 4 of his tires.
Not all 3, all 4. And we'll give you a reason why. But we're really nice
Okay.
people.
They're very nice, you know? Very, very nice.
Right.
With that being said, I think it's high time for the hypothetical situation. Did you like that?
Yeah, I like it. See how mine split? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you know. I feel like we're really coming into amazing. It's just,
Our little song.
it's just beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I really like this question. I think that it's kind of fun. There's so many different kind of ways that you can go with this. So, if you had to live in a video game for the rest of your life, like for the rest of all existence, you're not getting out of this motherfucker. So, this is your life now. What game would you choose? So, all the game mechanics apply. You know, everything is the same. Character respawns, you respawn. Like everything is the exact same. So if it doesn't respawn, like if you die in the game and that character dies and you know, then you're dead. You die for real.
Oh my god.
But it's also a realistic world. So like anything that happens in the game happens to you. If the game has like the internet, then you have the internet. If the game, you know, you're in Call of Duty and you're, you know, wanting to fucking be on edge all the fucking time for whatever reason, then that's your life, you know? But everything that's in that world becomes your world.
What?
So what game are you choosing?
I don't play video games.
You've got to have a game that you just would love to live in.
Let me think. See, I'm not a gamer at all. Like,
I was gonna say initially the first thing that came to mind for me was like Grand Theft Auto, but then I was like, hell nah. If I had to live in Grand Theft Auto, that's like living in the hood like times a million. Like
I would have
like the shit
so
that goes
much
on
anxiety. I would be on edge I would have so much
all the
anxiety.
time.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
but
have
at
to
least
fight for
in
my
Grand
life.
Theft Auto, like you can respawn like an endless amount of time. Like you don't die, you know? Like you die and then boom, you just pop back up and everything is good.
Mm-mm.
You know, you bump into a random character on the street, you get a funny exchange, you know, you just keep on
No.
walking. They
That
have everything that you could possibly have strip clubs, burger joints, you know,
no.
barber shops,
No.
like they've got everything you could possibly want.
The anxiety level. I have anxiety now in my real life. You think I want to transfer that over to a video game? I want to live my best life in a video game. No, I would have so much anxiety and panic attack of like being chased.
Yeah,
Oh,
by like the police.
no. And have to beat people down and
Well, you
steal their
don't
car.
have to do those things, but
Yeah, but
like,
that's the
you
point of the
know,
game.
that's that's the point of the game, but you don't have to like do the missions. Like you just live in that world. You know what I mean? Like you're just living there. So you're just like a regular person that lives in that world. It doesn't mean that like you're having to like go out and
No,
like
I know what I'm going to pick.
you're gonna pick The Sims.
I'm going to pick The Sims.
Yeah.
I would love to live The
And
Sims.
that's gonna be a boring life for you.
Mm-mm.
Just so you know. And also not in addition to it being a boring life, you're gonna die in
No,
a pool with no ladder
nope.
because it has no ladder.
No, because
You're gonna die.
no, because I'm going to be able to have unlimited funds because I know the cheat codes. Boom.
Motherload. The motherload.
I know the cheat codes. I have unlimited funds. I have like I will build not the biggest house, but I will build the best looking house and have like all the extensions, you know. So I will have like the nightlife, the pets, everything like that. And so I would just be living my best life. I have all the skills, of course. So I'll be the smartest. the everything. I'll always be full. I'll always everything.
You're just gonna like put cheat codes on everything.
Of course.
Well, if that's the case, you can use that same logic for Grand Theft Auto. Just put cheat
Mm-mm.
codes on everything.
But I don't know the cheat
And
codes there,
then
so you have to go in knowing the stuff.
I know the cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto.
See, I've never played the Grand. Well, I've played it, but I don't know the cheat codes. So you have to go in knowing these cheat
But
codes.
like, you just made that rule up on top of your head. Like, what if like you like know that you're going in ahead of time? You Google them before, like, and then you just have them, before you
Yeah.
spawn in. At least there's like black people in Grand Theft Auto. How many black people are in The Sims? 10. Like
You
10 of them.
no, you in The Sims
And
you can
they
go
repeat.
into
They repeat.
no
The
in
10 black
in The
people repeat.
Sims you can go into the
So it's really
community.
5. Because there's 5 of us. And there like 3 of them are me.
No, in The Sims you can go into the community and it's the public world.
Ain't no black people in The Sims.
No.
And there's even less Asian people. Girl, when's the last time you saw an Asian person on
You
Sims?
go into the
There's probably
community.
one. There's that one Asian lady that's married to the black guy.
And it's probably me.
Ain't that crazy? There's one Asian, and I don't even remember what her name is. There's the one Asian. There's no diversity in The Sims. You don't want to go there, okay? That's not a world for us.
But it's definitely. I know we're not welcome. Oh, I don't know. Probably.
We gotta go to like those on. You remember like back in the day, like the IMVU, like those like online ones
Yes.
where.
Yes.
Like those ones would be fun because at least there's no killing in those ones.
Right.
Right?
Whatever happened to that? You can go to the lounges, right?
Yeah. And, like you could like dress your little avatar up and stuff.
And the avatars were all like robotic, like they're robotic like this, and they would just walk around. Yeah.
Girl, oh my god.
That's crazy.
That game used to fucking have my computer slow down so much. I never used to be able to play it because it would slow my computer down so much.
Yep. And the little like bubble letter, the little bubble thing will pop up, and you would just like type, and it would just be like block letters. Damn.
Back in the good old days.
Good old days. That's crazy. But
I want to hear what you guys. I want to know, what video game are you living in? I want to know the skinny. Tell me your favorite place that you're going to. Give me all the deets. Tell me everything.
Because we're not gamers, so this will kind of open up our world into gaming too.
Absolutely.
But we're too busy watching Netflix and Hulu and the dirty TV
She just
shows.
got Netflix like a couple days ago. She's been on a Netflix hiatus for months. And I've been giving her shit for it.
You know what so I binged on Love is Blind season 6.
Now you gotta start watching Tacoma FD. I keep on telling you.
I'll think about it.
I don't think you'll like it. It's like kind of like a bro show.
Yeah,
but,
I'll think about it. But okay.
But all right.
So.
Well, we will see you guys
next week.
Ooh.
You like that? How I spun it? We'll see you guys next week.